What is a sad chord? In the piano world, we would usually say a minor chord, but that isn't exactly true. Minor chords don't have to be sad or melancholy or any of those other words that we might use to describe them. In this video, I am sharing 2 ways of playing minor chords and helping you create a little music of your own so that you can test them out. By the way, if you haven't watched the major chords video from this series or some of the other videos from this beginner series, I would highly recommend go back and watch those. We're building on every single video from what we learned before. If we haven't met, I'm Rosemarie, online piano teacher and composer at Must Love Music. I help make learning piano simple, fun, and interactive with creative ideas and resources to bring on those smiles. And in this video, I'm going to kind of share a little bit about minor chords and what I've learned about them over the years, especially with composing music. Now, before we jump onto the piano, major and minor chords have a lot in common. In fact, when we only play the 3-note chords, they only have 1 note different. This actually makes it really easy to be able to by ear change a chord from major to minor. We're not going to do that in this video, though if you guys want, just let me know in the comments and I will show you how to do that. It's kind of cool having that power to be able to, decide what you want to do. But for our purposes today, we're going to explore just minor chords. So the first one we're going to do is the sad approach. I know I said minor chords aren't always sad, but let's start there. What we're going to do is the chords A minor, D minor, and E minor. We're going to start with our tonic, so that's just the bass note of each of those chords. So we're going to play A, 2, 3, 4, a D, 2, 3, 4, E, 2, 3, 4. Let's go back home. A, 2, 3, 4. Try this out with me. A, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, E, 2, 3, 4, and A, 2, 3, 4. Not too bad, right? All right, so next what we're going to do is we're going to play chord bridges. So this is the outside of the chord, and when we do this, we can't actually tell if the chord is major or minor. The only way we can tell in those instances is what's going on with the melody. But in this case, we're going to play A and E for our A minor. 2, 3, 4, jump to your D, D and A. 2, 3, 4, E, just move your hand up 1 note for each. E and B, and back home. All right, so let's try this out. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Our third way is with the full chords. So A, C, and E forms A minor. Then we've got our D minor chord, D, F, and A. E minor, just move each of those notes up 1. E, G, and B, and back down. All right, let's try that together. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, E, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Again, A minor, 3, 4, D minor, 3, 4, E minor, 3, 4, and A minor, 3, 4. Excellent. So what you're going to do now is improvise. Choose one of those 3 ways, whether it is the tonic, chord bridge, or full chords, to play the chords in one hand and a melody in the right. Your 3 notes that you have are A, B, C, and if you're really wanting a challenge, because we're doing this 2 ways, I'm going to give you the challenge right away. You can go A, B, C, and then E, F. So choose. Do you want 3 notes for your melody or 5? You can play those notes in any order. You can play them short, long, repeat them, whatever you want. but use that chord progression that I showed you. Go ahead and pause the video, try that out, and then come on back. I did promise that we would explore these chord progressions in a different way, that minor chords aren't always sad. So let's take a look at what that could sound like. What we're going to do is we're going to, instead of playing down here, we're going to move our left hand up. So we're going to be right in that middle C position around the middle of your piano. And then my right hand, just to make sure, I'm actually going to move it fairly high. So it is not the A above my left hand, but it's 2 octaves above, right? Or two A's above. In my left hand, I'm going to play chord bridges. So pretty much the same what I did before, but I'm playing 4 of those for each measure, or like I'm playing 4 of them before I switch. In my right hand, I'm going to play combinations of our melody notes, A, B, C, E, F. You can play these in any combination, but typically notes that aren't right next to each other sound better, right? So this sounds better than might work. All right, so this is what it could sound like. Whatever you want to do, but try this out and see what it sounds like. What we're going to do is we're going to, instead of playing down here, we're going to move our left hand up. So we're going to be right in that middle C position around the middle of your piano. And then my right hand, just to make sure, I'm actually going to move it fairly high. So it is not the A above my left hand, but it's 2 octaves above, right? Or two A's above. In my left hand, I'm going to play chord bridges. How was that? Did you enjoy playing a minor song of your own? In the comments, let me know, what words would you now use to describe minor chords? Is it beyond sad? Are there other ways that you could describe these? Also, let me know in the comments if you want more videos delving into chords, delving into, all the really cool theory behind them. I will be checking those and using those as the basis for future videos. Thanks for watching.